The nurses froze. Not because the babies were crying, but because of what they saw on their backs. Two newborn girls lay side by side on the hospital bed, tiny and fragile. Each of them had the same strange mark, carved across their backs like a symbol no one could explain. One nurse whispered, "This thing. I've never seen anything like it." Another stepped back slowly. "These children are not ordinary." That was how the fear began. Their mother lay on the bed, staring at the ceiling. She was young, tired, alone. She had gotten pregnant out of wedlock. When she told the man responsible, he denied everything. "I don't know you," he said. "Don't bring that pregnancy to my name." Her family turned their backs on her. The man disappeared. Shame followed her everywhere. When she gave birth to twins, she hoped, just a little, that things would change. But when she saw the marks, fear swallowed her love. What if they are cursed? What if they ruin my life forever? She held the babies close, feeling their tiny hearts beating against her chest. She traced the strange marks with her trembling fingers, hoping it was just a birthmark. But deep inside, a cold knot of dread grew tighter in her chest. That night, while the ward was quiet and the lights were dim, she stood up slowly. She looked at the twins one last time. The baby stared at her with wide, uncomprehending eyes. Then she turned and ran. By morning, the babies had no name. No parent. No one asking for them. The ward felt emptier than ever. There was confusion in the hospital. Nurses argued about orphanages. Doctors shook their heads. But one woman stayed silent. Her name was Mama Ezin. She was the hospital cleaner. Old clothes. Rough hands. A tired face that had seen too much life. She had no children of her own. Years ago, sickness had taken that dream from her. When she saw the twins, something touched her heart. "These ones," she whispered, "they don't deserve to die alone." Her coworkers laughed nervously. "You can't just take them," one said. "They'll take your job." Mama Ezin didn't answer. That night, she wrapped the babies in her faded wrapper. She hid them in her cleaning trolley. Every step down the hospital corridor echoed in her chest like thunder. And before dawn, she walked out quietly. No papers. No permission. Only love. She whispered to them softly. "Don't worry, my dears. I will keep you safe. Nobody will ever harm you." The twins giggled softly, almost as if they understood. Mama Ezin lived in a small, broken room behind an old building. No electricity. No running water. Just a mat on the floor and a leaking roof. She named the twins Zara and Zainab. From their first days, something was strange. When one cried, the other cried too. When one slept, the other slept. When one was sick, the other became weak. It was like one soul living in two bodies. Mama Ezin watched them every day, sometimes holding back tears. "They will grow," she whispered, "and the world will see them. One day." As they grew, the marks on their backs remained. People noticed. Some whispered. Some warned Mama Ezin. "These children are not normal. You are inviting trouble into your life." But she only replied, "They are children. God will explain the rest." She worked extra hours to feed them. Some nights, she went to bed hungry just to make sure the twins had enough to eat. The twins learned early what it meant to survive. Growing up invisible. Life was hard. Very hard. Zara and Zainab grew up hungry more days than full. They hogged sachet water under the hot sun. They begged at motor parks. They carried heavy loads for people who insulted them. At night, they attended evening school. They were always tired. Always dusty. Always poor. But in class, something strange happened. When the teacher asked a question, both girls raised their hands and gave the same answer, word for word. If one solved the problem, the other already knew the solution. Teachers began to watch them closely. "Are you copying?" one asked. The twins shook their heads together. "We just know," Zara said. "And when she knows, I know," Zainab added. Sometimes, Mama Ezin would catch them staring at each other silently for minutes. "What are you thinking?" she asked one day. "We are just together," Zara said. "And when we are together, we are strong," Zainab added. Mama Ezin smiled softly. "You are more than just children," she whispered. "You are a miracle." At home, Mama Ezin noticed more. If Zara cut her finger, Zainab would hold her own hand and cry. If Zainab had a nightmare, Zara woke up screaming. They finished each other's sentences. They shared thoughts without speaking. People started calling them names. Witches. Abnormal. Cursed children. But at 18, something changed. Their intelligence could no longer be ignored. They topped exams. Solved problems teachers couldn't. Read books far above their level. Still, they were poor. Intelligence did not buy food. Brilliance did not pay rent. Some nights, the twins sat on the roof of their little room, looking at the stars. "Do you think we will ever escape this?" Zainab asked. Zara hugged her. "Maybe. But even if we don't, we have each other. That's enough." By 23, life had not improved. They were smart, but still hawking. Educated, but still hungry. Many nights, they cried quietly. "Maybe the world will never see us," Zainab said. Zara squeezed her hand. "If we survive, that is enough." Mama Ezin, now older and weaker, watched them sometimes with tears in her eyes. "They are stronger than I will ever be," she whispered. That was when fate walked into their lives. His name was Mr. Adeyemi. Rich. Calm. Observant. He noticed the twins arguing with fabric sellers in the market. Calculating prices faster than calculators. He stopped. Watched. Asked questions. Within minutes, he knew these girls were different. He offered to help them start a small fabric business. No conditions. No tricks. Over time, he fell in love with Sarah. But something surprised him. Their bond. He didn't try to break it. He respected it. Later, he married Sarah. And still treated Zainab as family. Their business grew. Fast. Too fast. What one planned, the other perfected. What one missed, the other saw. They expanded. Innovated. Dominated. Investors watched in confusion. How do they think like this? How are they always ahead? The world gave them a name. The Impossible Twins. Years later, a story surfaced. About abandoned twins. Strange marks. A cleaner who stole babies, not for evil, but for love. The world listened. And cried. Zara and Zainab stood on a global stage, holding Mama Ezin's hands. "We were rejected," Zara said softly. "But we were chosen." Zainab smiled. "Love made us impossible." Moral lesson. Not every child born in shame is cursed. Not every strange beginning ends in tragedy. Sometimes, the world is shocked not by miracles, but by love that refused to give up. And that is how the Impossible Twins shocked the world.